Hi, I'm Lex McKee, the Membership Director for WealthBuilders, and it's my great privilege today to have in the studio Kevin Whelan, the founder. So Kevin, would you tell the viewers a little bit about what's on the screen here?
Well, you know, the belief behind WealthBuilders, Lex, is that we believe everybody has the right to be completely financially independent. All the troubles going on in the world, all the uncertainties going on right now, we know that 95% of the population just don't make it. And there's lots of reasons for that. So what we've designed really is a set of principles which we call a foundation course. And as you can see, it's called the 4 flows. So it's really easy to remember. And so I'd like to kind of talk you through some of those things. The first thing is, if you want to be wealthy, the key then is to do what you love to do.
Right.
So there's no point being completely financially independent, having all the money you need in your life to live the life you want, but you hate the work you do.
Yes, you're unhappy. Yeah.
And of course, this resonates really, really well with the guys that escaped the rat race, because most of them have made a realization that, you know, they really are doing work now, they're trading time for money, but they're not enjoying it. And they want to be able to move outwards into a place where they can start creating passive income or asset income, as we refer to it. And so the 4 flows really is a kind of a foundation, a set of core principles. So it's not ideas, it's not opinions, it's the principles that work. And the first of those is through the use of a tool called Wealth Dynamics, which is a series of questions which elicits from you and helps you realize, really, maybe for the first time, what it is you love to do. You know, do you really love to do this kind of thing? So what is the work you really want to do? What is the best way for you to build wealth? So the first thing then is we create an output which helps people understand a little bit more about what they want to do.
If I can ask then, because I've done this,
Yeah.
and I'm a creator, so what does that mean for me?
Well, if you would kind of break this down into, say, like a frequency. So if you tune into a radio station, and if you really love classic, you know, you'll pick up that station. But if you hate classical and you want to play rock, you know, you need to tune into the right radio station. So the same thing is true in terms of where your wealth is going. So if you're a creator, which means you've got high levels of energy around the subject of finding solutions to problems, being creative. So if you were to think about this in terms of, let's say, a river. So if you're trying to row uphill or row up against the tide, you know, you're going to find that hard work. So the best thing to do is focus on the things that keep you in flow. So Lex, if you're a creator, you should be doing things which play to that creativity and help you find solutions to problems and spend all of your time doing that. And the things that you're weak at or challenged by, you should delegate to other people. And that's really where the second flow comes in, which is working out who best to do that with as part of your team. So the second flow is team flow.
I'm just going to hold you there for a moment, because I think you just may have changed my life. Because I kid you not, 16 viable ideas before breakfast, and none of them get done.
Well, it's interesting you talk about that, Alex, because just as everyone who has a natural flow, you can always see that it's a double-edged sword. As many things are in wealth building, debt's a double-edged sword, so is the flow. Because if you're naturally creative, one of the challenges with creativity, of course, is you can love the energy of being creative and being creative and being creative. You don't really stop to monetize those ideas. And that's really why the course is not just about what you love to do, but how do you monetize that? How do you turn that into the other flows of money? So on the left-hand side, we've got flows of people.
Gotcha.
And on the right-hand side here, we've got the flow of money. So my profile is star profile, which means I enjoy connecting and being with people. And so I enjoy that. I like speaking. I like talking about this stuff. I'm very passionate about the need to create wealth, as you know. But I delegate everything else.
Perfect.
So I'm very weak on delivery, very weak on the detail. So I have a team of people behind me who do that. And I'm very grateful for that, to be honest with you.
So do you actually build your team based on this?
We do that. So every one of our team has gone through the same questions and using Wealth Dynamics. So we recruit specifically to make sure that we're congruent as a team. So we've got people who are strong on creativity, people are great at connecting, people are great at being grounded and getting on with the projects and delivering things on time. And of course, those who are great at details, you know, you put some people in front of a spreadsheet, they love it. Put me in front of a spreadsheet, I'm already glazing over, you know.
As a creator, I have a huge kit list of wants, probably not needs, that fuel my creativity, so I think. Cash flow is always an issue. So how can I get more funding now? That's very attractive there on the screen.
Well, one of the biggest questions that people ask me, particularly when they're beginning their journey to create wealth, is how do I create wealth when I've got no money? And the answer to that is in the foundation course, we work on the 7 things you can do immediately that you can analyze and take action on that will create instant sources of cash flow in your life today. 7, yeah, there are 7 of those. And they range from things like, obviously, one of the big things in life is tax. So we've got lots and lots of ways and ideas and strategies that we use to reduce tax bills. We are eliminating or focus on the reduction of mortgage costs, of debt costs, looking at bills, trying to see where there are wasted things going on in your life, many others. And all of those things lead to, almost for everyone, an immediate injection of cash. And then that cash can be used for 2 things. First of all, it could be used to engage in the right kind of education and connection, which is really what accelerates wealth.
Yep.
So it can pay for the education and the connection that you need. Or if you're already on that journey, you're already being well educated in financial education, if you like, then you can use that money to start building wealth immediately. And of course, the final flow, which is the flow of wealth, it's the future cash flow, it's the flow of permanent asset-based income, income that flows into your life while you're asleep. Those are the things that we teach in the foundation. And also, Lex, very well that there are 7 and only 7 assets that can build wealth. And we share those, and everyone in the foundation course essentially comes out of that with a clear action plan on which pillars of wealth they should be going for. They've already found some cash flow in their life.
Excellent.
They know who and how to connect with other people in team dynamics, and they've already found their natural flow so that they do things to build wealth that is their natural energy and their natural skill, so they don't end up trying to row against the tide.
Rowing downstream. Kevin, thank you very much for that eloquent summary. That was really helpful. I can't wait to go on the programme. I think we've got a programme coming up very soon. March the 5th,
I think the intention, Lex, is to run every 2 months or so, something like that, based in the Gherkin in London, because you've got a wonderful perspective, such an iconic building. I love nice places to work and meet. So we're looking forward to that. I think we'll be working very hard with Chris Rodwell at Escape the Rat Race, because he's doing such a fantastic job with his community. But of course, there'll be others along the way as well.
Maybe. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your time today and your input. And thank you, viewers, for tuning in for this really interesting introduction to how to build a foundation to becoming financially independent.